Alright, so I get a lot of questions about my settings in Fortnite. So in today's video, we're going to go ahead and look at my settings, and I'm going to advise you some settings that I do think you should put on. And I'm going to try to help you guys get better, because I think settings pretty much are make or break, because sensitivity is very important in this game. And there's a couple of secret settings that not a lot of people have on, and it just makes your day super easier by not having to hold down a button, or like turning off auto equip better weapons. Like a lot of different things I'm going to show you guys are definitely going to help out your game. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so my controller sensitivity, I put that all the way up. The reason I have it all the way up at 1, because honestly, I think faster sensitivities are better. They've always been faster is better in games like Call of Duty and Fortnite, in my opinion, because if you can turn around quicker and if you can like build quicker in this game, it's very important. If you're getting shot at from behind, if you're on like a 4 sensitivity, you're going to turn around and you're going to get shot more, because you're going to have less time to react. But whenever you have like a 1 sensitivity or 10, how it used to be, you can spin around super quick. You can build super quick. So build battles are almost the meta right now. So being able to build quick and get the high ground quick is very important. So that's why I like to have a high sensitivity. Invert view. Do you know what invert view does? If you use invert view, that basically means whenever you look up with your stick, it looks down. And whenever you look down with your stick, it looks up. Honestly, don't use this unless you, I don't know. Streamer mode, I wish they never added this, because maybe if you're streaming, but still, that doesn't like make it that beneficial. I just don't like killing someone and not knowing who it is, I like to know who I killed and who killed me and stuff, because I could easily be in a game with one of those very popular Fortnite streamers and die by them and not even know, or like kill them and not even know, and like I won't even, because I could post a video on that, so I don't really like that. My HUD scale, you guys ask me, how do I get my field of view so far back? How do I change my screen to be less obnoxious? This is how you do it. HUD scale, if you turn it down, all the elements on your screen will get smaller. So your map will be smaller. Your gun inventory will be smaller. Everything about the game will be smaller except for the real gameplay. And I like to turn it down because it allows me to focus on the game and not like have my vision blocked by other elements. You know what I mean? The map is super big at 1 HUD scale. It's super big for no reason. So I think if you turn this down, it doesn't even have to be this far down. This far down is really kind of hard to see your guns, but I've like, mastered it. I've been on this HUD scale for a good 2 months, so I know. So yeah, that's why I just like to be able to focus on the game, because focusing on the map isn't that big of a deal. Show spectator count doesn't really matter. Sprint by default, I don't like this, because whenever you like move up, it'll start sprinting. Sometimes I don't want to sprint. Like sometimes I just want to walk. So I don't really enjoy this. And sometimes when I'm in build battles, it just starts sprinting and then it'll glitch and then start running, and I'm like, what? So I don't like that. Sprint cancels reloading. I like to turn that off, just because I like to reload, and then if I want to like sprint, I don't want it to like hold cancel and stuff. Whenever I want to cancel a reload, I usually just YY. I've been doing that since Call of Duty, clicking triangle twice just to go to my pickaxe and come back. I've been doing that in Call of Duty, where you just switch weapons and it cancels the reload. Tap to search interact. We're gonna have that on, just because this basically means whenever you're searching chests or reviving someone, you don't have to hold the button down. You can just click the button to revive them, and then it will revive. It's really, really beneficial, as you can click the button and then go focus on something else and not have to worry about holding down the button. And sometimes whenever you give a little less pressure when you're holding it down, it stops the revive. So definitely, this is one of the biggest settings for me. Turn on tap to search interact. That's very, very beneficial. Toggle targeting, in my opinion, I don't really know what this means. So yeah, it says set a ranged weapon targeting to be a press action instead of a hold action. I don't know what that means. So we're just going to keep that off. Reset building choice is very important. It means whenever you're building ramps and then you take, so you have your blueprints out and you're building ramps, and then you switch to your gun, and then 2 minutes later you get in a fight and you click circle to start building, your ramps will be out because you never switched them back. So put on reset building choice. It'll always default back to the walls. So if you do get shot at, you don't have to be there trying to build floors, when you can just go ahead and build the walls because it'll already be there. Aim assist, definitely off. Edit mode aim assist, you want that to be off 100%, because if you have it on, it basically moves your aim whenever you're editing to the this nearest square, which is not good, because sometimes you want to go up and not to the nearest one, so it kind of like pulls you down a little bit. I remember this was a very bad problem back in the day when people used to edit, but they did add this in, so that's good. Turbo building, I don't know why you don't have this on if you because honestly you have to click the button if you don't have it on. Just click, 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 click. But if you don't have this, it's gonna be super hard, and if you have it, it's gonna be super easy. So just definitely turn on turbo building. You'll be able to build super quickly. Auto material change, honestly, that's a great setting, just because basically if you run out of wood in the middle of a fight, it'll switch to your brick or metal. Whatever material is available, it will switch to it. So I think that's definitely beneficial, because you won't have to mess up, and your brain will have a little fart in the middle of a fight. You'll be like, why can't I oh wait, I have no mass, let me have to click this button, and you're gonna be exposed. When you can just keep on building, it'll automatically switch it for you. Very nice. Auto run. Now I have a problem with auto run, so I love it. I love auto run. I love the thought of it, being able to glide in and run and do everything automatically. Well, I don't like how you toggle it. It says enable double clicking the movement button on controllers to engage the auto run. Well, whenever I want to sprint or something, if I'm I don't know, if I'm just bugged and I'm just trying to not focus on that and just focus on going, sometimes I spam the button. I click the button so hard. Oh my gosh, I did not mean to do that. I clicked the button so hard 3 or 4 times just to get going, and I don't think too much of it, because I've done that in Call of Duty and everything, where you just click the button a couple times and you just start running. I mean, I never really click it once. So if I double click it like how I do now, it'll turn on auto run, and that's honestly not that good. Auto open doors. I don't really like that, just because if you know someone's on the other side of the door, right, and you know they're out there, and you're using the right camera angle, you guys should probably know about right camera angle. If you're using right camera angle, then you don't want to walk up to the door, have it open, then get your head taken off, So definitely not that big of a setting right there. Auto pick up weapons, whether you will auto pick up weapons when running over them, it says. I don't think it's that important, because honestly, if you have one slot open and you're looking for clingers, and you run over a gray AR, but you have a scar, you're gonna have to take the time out of your day to drop that AR. And honestly, I think if you can't pick up your own weapons, then I don't know. Vibration. This is a problem that I see a lot of people having. I think vibration should definitely be off. The reason I do is because your aim is definitely at risk whenever you don't use vibration, or whenever you use vibration, because when you shoot and when you swing and everything, your controller's moving, and if your controller moves in your hand, that means your fingers on the sticks are going to be moving, so it's going to have unnecessary friction between you and your aim, and honestly, you don't want to be moving around as much as the bloom causes you to. So honestly, turn this off. You don't really need feedback. I mean, it makes you feel like you're more in the game, but if you have some nice headphones, you should feel like you're in the game already. Turn on the music. We'll get to that later. But yeah, just make sure you have this off, because it makes your aim super bad. I used to use it, and I turned it off, and I got way better. Replays don't really matter. We're going to get over to brightness. Now, you guys always ask me what my brightness and colorblind, so we're going to get into this video. So, brightness, I keep this all the way up. I like my game to be bright, nothing much there. Music volume, we're going to talk about music volume. Okay, so if you guys want to feel more into the game, turn up the music. For me, I don't like the music, so I turn it down. If they bring back season 1, season 2 music, I will turn this back up, because that music is the stuff. Honestly, I love that music so much, but I like to turn it off just because it gets annoying, and I don't want that in my video, because I put background music in anyway. So, and if you guys like the background music that I use, I actually have a link in the description for that. It's next to all my equipment. It just says my background music, and it's the link to the video. If you do go click on that link, just comment down below, Kodak sent me. That'd be super cool. Sound effect volume, want that all the way up, because you want to be able to hear footsteps and gunshots and explosions and you breaking. It's just every little thing in the game, you want to turn that up. Voice chat volume, this is just in game chat how people sound, so not that big of a deal. I mean, I don't use game chat, I don't talk to randoms. Cinematic volumes, this is basically like the trees and the birds and everything, I'm pretty sure. Like just the storm in the background, that's a cinematic, I'm pretty sure. So if you don't want to like be in the storm and hear that sound, I think you can turn this down. I think that's what it is. Subtitles, this is for Save the World, pretty much. There's no really subtitles in Battle Royale, so subtitles in Save the World. If you play Save the World, I mean I always like subtitles, you know. It just allows you to learn more from what you're actually watching or playing. Voice chat, that's basically, I mean, do you not want to talk? Colorblind, I don't use colorblind. As you can see, look on the where I'm zooming in right now, it says low rarity, high rarity. These colorblind settings change it a lot, so these are just for actual like colorblind people. It makes everything darker. For me, I am not colorblind. The reason my game looks like this is because I made a video actually on it. Just turn up your saturation. I'm gonna link to that video right now in the top right. There should be a card, how to make your game look better. Go ahead, watch that. It'll be super cool for you guys if you want to make your game look like mine. We're gonna go over, I don't have a keyboard. I don't play on a keyboard, so that doesn't matter. Control configuration. I see a lot of people playing on combat. Why did they make quick builder? Honestly, they might as well just take it out. Who plays on quick builder? Huh, what does it even do? Toggle build mode. Huh, interesting. Okay, so I play on Builder Pro, obviously, because it's the quickest way to build. In my opinion, I think it's the best way to build. You can literally build with the back 4 buttons. An amazing configuration by them. I thought they were gonna make it so like you had to click square and R2 to build a wall or something, but they just made it so the back 4 buttons are the build buttons, so that's awesome. One thing that I would like for them to do is actually go ahead and make it so we can actually edit. As you can see, it says edit building piece, hold. I don't want to be able to hold down. They need to figure out a way for us to be able to edit without holding down circle for a second, because that honestly makes editing super slow against like people who use keyboard and mouse, and keyboard and mouse is very prevalent today in PS4 standards, so being able to out edit them would be very, very beneficial for us. Old school quick builder Combat Pro. I don't think Combat Pro is that bad, but honestly, just because they added Builder Pro, you should definitely start using it. And I'm not gonna go over because you can see my key, so my account key, so I don't want anyone of you guys logging into my account. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about these settings. I think these are the best settings for me, and they might be the best settings for you. I don't know. A lot of people have their own personal preferences, but go ahead, try out these settings, especially the ones that I turned on and off, you know. Go ahead, try those out. Make sure you have turbo building on, auto equip, better items off, you know, touch to interact, you know, all that. Make sure you have all those, like I said. But yeah, that's all for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. A lot of you guys were asking me what my settings were, you know, and I haven't made one in a good 3 months or so. So I did a poll and it said what video should I make, and a lot of you guys said I should do underrated skins, so I might do that eventually, but I know I had to get this video out for you guys just because a lot of you guys were asking about this. So yeah, that's all for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you go ahead and leave me a like, and I'll catch you guys later.